All right, looks like we're going from one peach to another. And yes, that is the top peach. Samsora finding himself in the losers bracket. I think he dropped 3-1 to Schroeder yesterday.
Schroeder,
if I'm not mistaken, who's been having a hell of a tournament himself. So
I believe game 1 was Mario as Schroeder, and then Schroeder lost, switched to Roy, and won 3 games in a row. The 4th game, the very last game, they actually had a sudden death. They both killed each other at the same time. They had to redo it. One stock 3 minutes. If you guys haven't seen that set, it's phenomenal.
I gotta check that out.
It's great.
I heard about it, but I didn't see it.
sick.
I gotta check that out. That sounds amazing. And well, good up to him. And then T actually getting sent to losers bracket 3-0 fashion by Light. Very convincing win on Light's part as well.
Yeah,
so.
and the crazy. Let's just say I made a little sum on that set.
Oh no.
Because the thing is, T beat Light at Switchfest.
Yep,
but
absolutely correct.
you know, we hang out with Light. So I talked with Light about it because Kiwi actually lives in Light's region in New England, so he actually knows that matchup really, really well. So, you know, everyone in the crowd thought, this is, you know, T won last time. You know, what I mean?
T did win last time, but I mean, do we just forget that we're capable of improving?
Yeah, exactly. And of course, you know, T is definitely the best Pac-Man in the world at this point. I mean, he's shown everyone throughout his placements countless top 8s, top 5s, top 3s even. You know what I mean? And he's doing it with a character like Pac-Man, who's been vastly upgraded in this game compared to the last iteration of Smash. And, I mean, Pac-Man's just – I feel like everyone will agree that he's at least high tier. You know what I mean?
Are you kidding me? Of course.
And if not even better.
I mean, Pac-Man is just a really good character, I think. Oh, come on. Hold on, champ. Don't hurt yourself now.
Another headphone issue, maybe? But yeah, so
not that issue with the headphones. The headphones are fantastic. We love our Sennheisers. It's got to be something on that cursed stage.
Damn, 10 out of 10, man. That was a good segue.
See you.
10 out of 10. But yeah, maybe some kind of audio issues going on right now. But man, this is gonna be exciting. Best Peach versus the best Pac-Man. This matchup can be a little drawn out sometimes. I will say that. And Samsora is a player that will not rush into things if he doesn't have to. And I feel like Float is going to be really, really good in this matchup because, you know, a lot of Pac-Man's pressure is very horizontal. You know, you can hit the hydrant to bounce up and down.
Yep.
Galaga kind of like arcs up and the bell arcs up. But other than that, most of the projectiles are horizontal. So we're going to see Samsora very much so utilize that. And even if you catch the bell very high up in the air, usually Pac-Man wants to hit you low to the ground so you can connect some kind of smash attack. Because that's the kind of finisher you want from the bell. Because a lot of his aerials, they did get buffed, but they still like take a while to kill.
Where's the lie? Where's the lie, ma?
I don't know, man. It's a great question.
Where's the game? Another good question.
But it looks like we're getting started here. All right. Okay.
Well, I really like that eUnited. Like the eUnited gear is crisp.
Is crisp. Yeah, I love just the red and black because usually it's the red and blue.
I'm not trying to implicate my man Samsora as a member of the 9 Trey Blood Gang or anything like that, but you know, I'm not trying to 6'9" him out here. You know what I'm saying? Takashi. But I might have heard some things.
Yeah. Crazy, man.
This is what happens when we have too much downtime. Just be talking, but just be talking.
Man, you guys already know. You guys are here at Mainstage, the first BTS Smash Major brought to you guys by, of course, BTS standing for Beyond the Summit. All those wonderful summits that I know you guys checked out. Of course, they do a lot of Smash summits, and I love that Summit goes into other games as well. You know what I mean? There's Dota summits, the Dragon Ball Summit. There's just so many different kinds. I believe they had a CS summit as well. Like, really, really cool.
Yeah, keep that stuff unique, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's great, too, because, you know, if you're a fan of the Summit just in general, it kind of bridges other esports together. You know what I mean? And that's really cool in itself.
Couldn't agree with you anymore, my friend. All right.
So looks like we're going to start up this match real quick. I hope.
Hello, all you beautiful people watching. Thank you for spending your Sunday with us.
Yeah.
Certainly appreciate it.
It's always a beautiful Sunday morning here in SoCal.
And if you got an AirPod in, you know what I'm saying, maybe you're watching the stream while the pastor's giving a service, you know what I'm saying? Shouts to you. Fill that collection plate, all right? Don't be freeloading off that Wi-Fi, not getting back to the Lord. All right, boys. Game number 1. We're kicking things off. Pokemon Stadium. The Pack Attack is in best Peach in the world. Right here in loser's bracket trying to make a run.
Man,
So we shall see how this one goes.
You put the in Lord.
You already know, baby. You know, I consider being a preacher.
Really?
Yeah. That's a story for another time. We'll get there.
I might tune into that stream. yo, Twitch pastor. Hey man, that might
to
be an
honest,
idea.
maybe I'll finally get front page.
Oh,
Twitch, you little selfish gyms. Anyway, no selfishness on the part of T. He is certainly sharing that damage and putting out a lot of it as well. 94% already on Samsora, struggling to get back, able to find his way safely. And I love what T did there. Put out the hydrant. That's your wall right there, man.
exactly.
Just fall back behind it. You know you have no issues at all.
And the way T sets it up, too, is like he lines it up with the platform, too. So it's like, oh, I'm going to put the hydrant here, and I'm going to cover this platform area with my aerials. And that's what T is just so good at. And you have to be good at it if you're playing Pac-Man. You have to have that setup game.
Couldn't agree with you anymore.
Okay, there's the forward smash to knock that hydrant. And that's one thing I really like about Pac-Man is he's very unique.
Ooh, I think that was a Stitch face.
Obviously, like all the bonus fruit, very, very cool. The hydrant, such a unique move. There's no other move like it.
No, it's a one of a kind. And you know what? It's crazy. It's a double-edged sword, too, because it can be used against you. And we see it time and time again. That's actually one of the reasons I feel like Light was able to kind of beat T so convincingly at some certain point. Like, he was reflecting the hell out of that thing, man.
Yeah.
He used the hydrant against him so well.
Yeah, and he even had a trick where he would, like, down smash on top of the hydrant.
And move it, right?
Yeah, and then he would have no lag.
Exactly.
He'd,
Full
like,
mobility
pop up.
on his end.
Yeah, so,
Very
I mean,
smart.
giving Fox even more mobility with the setup tool, it's not fun to deal with.
Yikes.
Let me just tell you.
That's a yikes. I agree.
Someone who's played as Fox and played against Fox for years, not fun dealing with that character sometimes.
So we're going to keep it at 100. Speaking of 100, that's exactly what T has entered percent-wise, 103. So really convincing a comeback from Samsora thus far. I mean, he was down a considerable amount, but now really the stocks can go either way at this point.
Yeah, and Samsora's just got to be so careful because he gets hit by almost anything here. He will lose that stock, 170% pretty much here for Sam, but cross stage still living, man. And Peach is not a heavy character. The fact that he's living this long is kind of crazy.
Oof, all right, well, you know what? He must have heard you. Took care of that stock, but 129. This is a really good situation for Samsora. Could have been a lot more of a risky situation, if you will, but being able to get so much out of that first stock despite how it started off, really working out for him now.
Yeah, that back throw wouldn't have killed center stage. Ooh, off the backboard though, it looks like T. I love how T sets that up. It just makes it makes it so hard for him to ledge trap because if he's off stage and he bounces the Galaga off the stage, grabs it, and then he's hanging on ledge with Galaga, he's just gonna ledge drop double jump Galaga throw.
Facts.
Of course. And I mean, you just have to back up and respect it. There's not really much you can do there.
Exactly, and you know what? You have to have the discipline to do that too, right? Because you can't you can't challenge every single thing. You got to know when to kind of pull back a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean, even just speaking of Galaga, like look at the percent, especially in that situation before. Samsora was at low percent. You get hit by Galaga, you take a bunch of damage.
Yeah.
So, like you said, you have to be mindful of that and just respect it. There's the key, and man, look at that. The key covering that horizontal area, and then on top of that, the hydrant with that beautiful arc, man.
I don't think Samsora saw that one coming. I mean, this is
looking very similar to the first stock.
Yeah,
sure.
I want to say that, you know, which honestly could prove good for Samsora if he's able to kind of do what he did last time. You know what I'm saying? Just to get that damage to start accumulating. Don't let yourself get kind of ran over. But I don't know, man. T on this first game is looking incredibly solid. Look, watch your shield, brother.
Yeah. He had to angle that up so he didn't get shield poked by the bell. You saw that. And, I mean, right there we see the bell connect. But like I said, oh, the orange snipe, man. Man, T is throwing everything out of the kitchen, madam.
Yeah, I'm saying, bro.
Got all the fruits. Got the Galagas on deck, too. The bells and all.
Peeled that stock right off.
Okay, there's the Nair here coming down. And, man, this
my God, that was nasty.
Yeah. The footstool into the hydrant, man.
T stud. He's feeling himself a little bit.
And you got to be creative. I mean, and that's the one cool thing about a lot of these setup characters, right? You have to be really creative. But like you said, you pointed out earlier before, most of the time in Smash, a lot of these setup characters, wow, he grabbed the turnip, too.
Just in case.
A lot of these setup characters in Smash, you can use their setup items against them, which is why I think it's so fair in Smash. You know, there's other games where setup characters, you can't really use their setup tools against them, but that's the cool thing about Smash. Items is play for everybody. Everyone can grab them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
The benefits are there for everyone to enjoy. Just because you initially control it doesn't mean it's going to always benefit you. At the end of the day, forward air connects, and all right, we have ourselves just like that, a pretty close match. I mean, 49%, that's nothing to Peach, right? But the thing that has eluded Samsora, I feel like, for this game is T's done a good job keeping his distance. He hasn't allowed Samsora to get any of those devastating strings going.
I don't think Samsora has connected a single down tilt this entire game.
Testament to T.
Yeah, like T is definitely staying back. Get away from me. Don't want to get hit with that down tilt and take all that damage. But when T, the one thing about T that I personally like about him is he knows how to turn up too, though. You know what I mean? He can get a hit and he can take it really, really far.
You ain't never told a lie, my man.
Yeah, because, I mean, some other Pac-Mans, or even just setup characters in general, they'll get into this pattern of like, oh, I want neutral, set up again. I want neutral, set up again. And they keep rinsing and repeating, which can work. But sometimes you got to hit them with the mix-up or you got to get down and dirty. You know what I'm saying?
And honestly, and the time to do that, I feel like, is generally on that third stock, right, when they're not expecting maybe that to come out. And this is the time where you really want to take advantage. And that was a good connection. Got the stunner.
Yep. Put the shades on, man. And yeah, I mean, T is definitely making it really, really hard for Samsora to get anything
he's
going.
content. He's content to run away. Like he's content to just keep his distance and take advantage of whenever Samsora tries to come in at him. And that's where you're seeing him find a lot of strength in this matchup, because you saw that one almost went down to the minute marker. Like, that was a long game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And T is content to play that way. So it really kind of puts Samsora's back to the wall. Like, how are you going to respond to this?
Yeah, and that's why I feel like some of the more stronger zoners in this game are going to be zoners that have really good out-of-shield options. Obviously, Snake, Pac-Man is one of them too. Nair and fair out-of-shield, very, very quick, very, very fast, like just fast, strong out-of-shield options. So if you're like, and even characters like Youngling, that frame 4 Nair, you know, these zoners that it's like they're zoning you out. Oh, you finally get in. Well, don't hit the shield the wrong way, or you're gonna get smacked up.
Tell him again, man.
Right now, very nice 43% string coming out from that Galaga. And that's another thing about Pac-Man that's wild, too. He has the damage output to back it up as well, man. He can hit some of these low percent combos. And, ooh, wow, charging the orange right in the face of that forward air. Samsora almost getting himself in a really good position. I don't know if that would have killed, but, man.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if it would have killed, but, I mean, again, just the positioning was obviously what he was after. But nonetheless, this counter pick is paying off for Samsora thus far. I mean, remove any kind of platforms from the equation. Really just probably try to make it easier to catch T at the end of the day.
Right, because anyone, like, if you're playing a zoning character, these platforms are more like obstacles for your opponent.
Yes.
You're going to hide under them because if you throw out an aerial, you can't, like, throw out an aerial and fall through a platform while doing an aerial. You have to go past the platform, then you can throw out the aerial, and that's just going to make it harder to navigate through, right? Another great thing about Pac-Man is that recovery. Look at that. That side B also has that armor on deck, so even if you hit him, you can't hit Pac-Man. You got to hit the pellet.
Pac has one of the best recoveries in the game.
Yes,
that
for
joint
sure.
is just clean.
Yeah, it's definitely up there, even in the ranks of like Zero Suit and stuff like that. And wow, look at that cross up.
So much time to work with as well.
Yeah, exactly. Especially at that percent. Throwing the Galaga for some defense as he gets back onto the stage. And that trampoline, not one, not two, but my man got 3 charges.
3
on
belts,
that.
yep.
Like, that is insane. Of course, like we said with
it always amazes me when people just have the balls to parry it. Because if you miss, you're dead.
Yeah, and he parried a forward air by the edge.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking like.
I've definitely had the balls to do it, and I'm just like, for great, because I die.
If he's got that much confidence on the stage, man, I can only imagine what your Tinder looks like. Oh, mercy, boy. TK in America to slay. Let's go, boy.
Slay.
Actually out here right now. Hell of a contest so far.
Man, and you know what feels like been happening? It just feels like T has such a humongous lead, but Samsora always finds a way to keep himself like barely in the game. Like, it's still in the game, and it's not like getting too crazy in terms of a lead, but Samsora just has that ability to do that. I feel like that's so, whoa! He parried that forward smash after shooting, like, it looked like what it was the initial hit there. I don't know if there's 2 hits on that or not, or if maybe that hit was just like a little delayed for my eyes, but man, he had the balls to just parry that forward smash.
You got to make those plays. That's what honestly, that's what I'm really enjoying about both these guys. Oh wow, okay, just back up all the way off me.
Yep. Okay.
We living? Yeah, we good.
One great thing about that trampoline, though, ooh, catching it this time.
Taking
nice.
advantage. Oh my. Okay,
Fair?
make it. Yes, make the play, Samsora. No hesitation. Took it from him and then took it to him.
Exactly, man. And we pointed out time and time again, all these bonus fruits, these trampolines even Peach can use the trampoline charges. You can hit the charges, you can just use them for yourself. So right there, really great play from Samsora, starting to use the bonus fruit against T.
All right, 120 on Samsora. So T, obviously, again, content taking his time, as he should. Plenty of time on the clock. Don't need to rush anything.
And this is a very different story, though, for sure, because now Samsora doesn't have to find his way in.
I know he could finally be the one to initiate some counterplay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I do not need to be approaching at this point.
Oh, directional air dodge, the down air, yes. I have to imagine that was an input error. Maybe he wanted to, like, I don't even know what he would want to do, but definitely not directional air dodge down. Like, who wants to go that way?
That wasn't the play, and it really just kind of set T up to get the stock.
And that's so unfortunate too, because
oh my, going off
it's
right
still
now.
Going.
Ding, ding, ding!
No way.
Oh, thought it was
he's dead.
The knockout.
But the left, he stomped on. Good.
Like, what the frizzle?
And you know what? We have to give the banjo guh, but Pac-Man's kind of like one of those like rare-esque characters. Obviously not a rare character, but he is that goofy. Like, look at his face right now. Look at him. He's that goofy zoner kind of character. You know what I mean?
Troll gang for life.
Troll gang.
Troll gang for life. That was actually just insane.
Like, to me, I'm low-key thinking, is that even fair? Like, Pac-Man's out here zoning you out, one of the best recoveries, and then he can do stuff like that?
Yeah, seriously, literally take over a game.
0 to death with the Galaga? Man, I thought Peach was supposed to be the one doing that kind of stuff.
When he hit the first one, I was like, okay, cool, we're going to get like 2 or 3 initial strings. But the fact that he did it so close, I guess, or was able to get him so far off the stage, he was just like, I'm just going for broke right now.
Yeah, and we talked about it earlier. One of the few Pac-Man, I mean, and T is he is the best Pac-Man, so the fact of the matter is he's going to be confident in doing those kind of things, right? And some of the other Pac-Men might be more content with like, oh, sweet, I got 50%, let me set up by the ledge.
Yeah.
But T was like, I see this opportunity, I'm going to take it and get this stock.
Oh, he did that and a whole lot more, man. Actually made our jaws drop along with that final stock of Samsora, but Samsora in control for the third game. You already know. Again, this was his counter pick, so he's going to be feeling mighty confident, and, man, he is not playing any games right now, Korean. This is an all-out assault on Samsora. He's angry.
Yes.
He's angry.
Sam is pissed.
All right. This is it. Y'all didn't see it.
Oh, the fair almost connected. He has, like, you know what's crazy? I feel like Sam is starting to just, like, you know what? F it. I'm just going in. Like, I'm coming in hot. And look at this. I mean, it's doing wonders for him, honestly. And I feel like one of the main things, too, is how well is Samsora going to be able to utilize these turnips as well in neutral? Because that is his projectile tool. And right now, this game number 3, he is looking very dominant. And another stock off the board. Man, I think that last string really pissed Sam off because look at this. 3 stocks to 1. What is going on right now?
Samsora has unleashed, bro. He is no longer playing any kind of games. He's like, you know what? I gave you the respect, man. I took my time. I came into your house. I took my shoes off. No more, bro. I'm walking in, muddy boots, and I'm stomping you out. That's what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, my man activating his Bankai right now. Like, jeez. Can I get a persona?
You're actually
Oh, but here's the down air edge guard, and that's what I love about T. Like, I mean, obviously the 0 to death was crazy what we saw, but even just going off stage and throwing out the down air for the edge guard, Pac-Man is now that it is a tool available to him now. Yep. He doesn't always have to set up the Hydron at the ledge. And what is T's doing more damaging combos than Peach? What's going on? This doesn't make sense to me. And again, here's the ledge trap, and Sam is doing such a good job of keeping this center stage. He's up an entire stock, and he's keeping it that way.
Yeah. This has just been an all-out impressive assault from Samsora, and I really hope, because we're absolutely going to have another game, I hope he brings the same kind of aggression, right? I mean, I know T's going to have to counter pick. Obviously, we're going to reintroduce some platforms into the equation, but, man, just the rush down and the ability that Sam has had thus far, this is what you want to see.
Yeah, and honestly, like, T being very clutch on that game, too, realistically, it should be 2-1 Sam right now. But right now, 2-1 for T, and, I mean, not taking anything away from T. That was phenomenally just incredibly clutch. And just that combo off the side, Samsora did not see that downer coming to finish it off. And, like, honestly, I'm very surprised how strong downer is because I just didn't think it was going to die to that. You know
there's been a couple times that he's used it. I'm just like, oh, okay, it's got a little more oomph than I initially expected. I don't feel like I see it maybe displayed and showcased quite as much. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Pac-Man is awesome character. We don't always get the chance to see, Pac-Man with these deep runs unless, like, we do have one of our resident, 3 or 4 high-level packs in attendance. Like.
And that's another crazy thing about Pac-Man is that it's very hard to get practice versus this character. This is
at this kind of level? Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, because, I mean, yeah, your boy might have a pocket Pac-Man or something, but definitely nowhere near.
If I'm a top player, okay, and if I need practice against Pac-Man, I'm offering the room with my boy T. Come through, man.
Yeah.
Take the bed. All right, just play these friendlies with me real quick.
Real quick, man.
Don't let me down. Real talk.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just like very similar to like Olimar even, you know. Olimar, Pac-Man, these are characters that very, very good in the meta, very, very prevalent, but it's very hard to find that top-level practice against. And that's one thing you're going to have on your side, and even in other fighting games, that is a thing. There are just very obscured characters, and you got to take advantage of that, right?
No doubt about it. That's exactly where T has just found so much success.
Okay, but Kalos, this stage is very good for zoners. You're gonna have a lot of space to work with, right? And those platforms are really nice for any character that are retreating, because if you retreat in neutral, guess what? You're eventually gonna find yourself at the edge of the stage.
No doubt.
So just having another place to go to is just really, really nice.
All right, my man T content against slowing things down.
Yeah, and I mean, what a great stage to do it on too, right? Because we saw what happened on Final. Samsora came in, and the turn-up game was strong, and that aggression was strong.
Oh, okay. Let me just yeet you out the sky, like.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? Wow, the backer actually killed there.
That backer's got a lot of strength behind it.
Wow, setting up the Galaga here, and look at that Galaga on the defense.
Really, right, exactly. I mean, you can use it offensively, defensively, like such a versatile option for Pac-Man. Samsora, he knows how important it is to clear this stock off ASAP. You saw him just going super deep on the attempts, but T able to fade it, make it back, and now reestablish himself on the right side. Sam again trying to impose his will upon him, but no go.
And that's how you know, like, moves are really good. Like, if there's applications on offense, defense, and, like, utility, like we're seeing with the Galaga here, that's such a good move. And that's one of the bonus fruit. You know, like, that's the crazy thing. Like, this bonus fruit move is insanely good. Oh, up smash.
Wow, caught you reaching.
Yeah, oh, man. And yeah, I don't blame Sam. He needs to make a play.
Exactly. But the thing about that is I swear T expected it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, T expected that parasol attempt.
And that's just, up and over. But how is he still alive? That forward air is strong.
This pack is not hollow, bro. He's filled up.
I don't know what he's filled up with, but damn.
Right, yeah. So filled up, I think that ball should be blue. But you know what? Nonetheless, it's still yellow on your screen. All right, making the dream work, one game away from eliminating Samsora from this tournament.
And you know what's crazy? I know everyone had Samsora shoe-in for top 8 winner side. You know, and he's just been so consistent. But man, Shorter coming out to play and then having to face off against a player like T coming from Japan nonetheless, man. And the crazy thing about Japan is they have so many, like, oh yeah, the best of X character that's like not like quote-unquote meta,
yeah,
it's in Japan.
I
like
feel that.
For sure. Like, I don't know what it is, but they just love taking these obscured characters to the max.
Honestly, I think a lot of them just enjoy the challenge, right? And
yeah,
you know, when you can find success and results, it just kind of motivates you that much more.
Yeah, and the culture's so much different too. Like tournaments in Japan, they actually don't. It's illegal to play for money. So it's definitely more of a pride thing, man. People showing up, you know, playing their heart outs, practicing, and they're getting no money.
That's how we used to do it back in the day, man. I mean, every now and then we might have played for a lunchable or something like that, but man, we was all bro in on damn money to bet.
Yeah,
it's all about pride, man. Bragging rights. I'm gonna put some stuff on my MySpace.
Yeah, exactly. And even,
okay, watch your space, all right. He just violating.
And I mean that. You know what? Maybe Japan's the most grassroots region of them all. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
When you look at it, you know, from a money or pride aspect, how they're playing, I feel you.
Yeah, because you know, even when I'm playing friendlies, some of these younger folks coming up at me and they're like, "Yo, man, you want a money match?" I'm like, "Bro, I'll play friendlies. Like, I try hard all the time.
Yeah.
I have that pride. You know, I'm old school." Oh, but there, like I said, you have to snipe that pellet out. Yep. Can't hit the pack. But even at that, T was still able to make it back. And like you said before, one of, if not the best recoveries in this game.
It's just insane. Oh, this is really good positioning that back here. Not going to be enough to close it out, but 157. You got to imagine Samsora is a little fearful. Tried to catch the jump or anticipate it. Sam, though, staying grounded. I like that fact. Oh, my God. He has so many things coming
it's
out
so hard.
after it. Exactly. It's like, it really is just a marathon.
Because T had the key on deck, so I understand why T was going for a jump read. Because usually, if you see the key, you're just like, oh, man, he's probably going to throw the key, like ground level, you know what I mean? So, but man, Sam's, that back air might have done it. That's crazy that he just did it a tad bit too late there.
I can't believe that, too, because I think he was anticipating the shield grab attempt. So I'm really surprised that he whiffed that back air. And that, honestly, that could have cost him the set.
Yeah,
I'm not calling it just yet, but.
Because he had max rage, too.
Yes.
Like, he was going to get rewarded for surviving that long. But, man, now T, and it's crazy because you get in zone and the Galaga's coming, man, at these low percents. There's so much to watch out. And, wow, this man tried to parry up throw Galaga. Damn.
Unique.
My man's
That is
really
the best way
out
to
here.
describe T. He is very unique.
You got to be, man. When you're rocking a character like Pac-Man.
Yeah, but you can't deny the efficiency is there, and Samsora has just been on the wrong side of it time and time again throughout this set. The pressure has been there.
Yeah,
Now, it was that one game that we saw on FD where Samsora was able to really just turn up. There was no platforms involved. He was able to rush him down, really close a lot of the space, but that just has not been the case for this fourth game.
Man, and, you know, Pac-Man can recover low, be relatively safe. He can even go very high and throw a hydrant down at you. That is something you have to respect when juggling this character. This character's disadvantage state is not that bad at all. Wow, he did not get stunned? I've never seen that in my life.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a back-to-back kind of thing.
Maybe you can't get, you know how you can't get regrab?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like
maybe
a
you can't
back-to-back,
get restunned.
It was so in the same window, essentially.
Right, because Zero Suit would be able to just down smash.
Yeah. Pac-Man mains, holla at your boy. Let me know what's up with that.
Now, when you get hit by Bell that much, that quick, damn.
Bell ran out of juice.
Damn. The Bell's like, man, you working me too hard, T.
Man, like an iPhone, you got to charge me up.
Can I get my 30, though?
So deep. Oh, that was beautiful. Yeah, a solid parry on the multi-hit, and that's going to wrap things up. T with the efficiency, Samsora. Unfamiliar territory for him, not making top 8.
And that's crazy because I can't even imagine a summit without Samsora. Honestly, like the first summit, just Sam being there was just so fun.
Cooking with Samsora was a
great.
Let's just move on.
It was funny.
It was something.
No,
it was dope. Sam was a funny individual. So, but obviously there's multiple chances to qualify. You know what I'm saying? Still have Big House coming up. You have the last chance qualifier, I believe, at Nightmareville. So. Plenty of opportunities still. And, of course, campaigning as well, right?
Yeah, Big House has 2 slots.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Smashville, 1 slot. And then there's the voting process as well. And, I mean, everybody loves Sam. So I definitely wouldn't.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, I think
he'll actually be fine.